All right, this is Michael Fitzpatrick. I'm here with Jerry Cantrell and Steve Moses, who came all the way from the West Coast, and we just wrapped up a great think tank session today. And I just wanted to kind of pass over to them. They can explain the report they're working on for long-term care, specifically here in New Jersey. And I'd be curious to kind of get your feedback on why you were doing this and some of your thoughts on how today went.
Well, I thought it went very well today. We're looking at the whole issue of how we finance long-term care for elderly people, but also for not so elderly people who need this kind of expensive assistance. We have a foundation that gave a grant to the Common Sense Institute of New Jersey. They have subcontracted with me and the Center for Long-Term Care Reform to come in and do one of the studies like I've done in a couple of dozen states, and to make some recommendations on how we might reconfigure the incentives in the system to encourage more people to plan early, save, invest, or insure for long-term care, and hopefully salvage Medicaid as a safety net for people in need.
Just real quick, how big of a problem is this? I mean, if you were to put it into numbers.
Well, long-term care is a massive problem. It tends to happen when you're older and you need assistance with activities of daily living. We have a lot more people getting older now as the baby boom generation moves through American history like a pig through a python, kind of shaking things up at every stage of the process. And when they need long-term care, it isn't going to be like when the baby boom generation was supporting the smaller World War II generation. It's going to be kind of upside down for all of our social programs, including Social Security and Medicare, but especially Medicaid, because that is the 800-pound gorilla of social problems, just kind of waiting around the next bend in American history.
And these are the kind of critical issues that we're New Jersey's free market think tank, and these are the kind of critical issues that we believe there needs to be more public dialogue. And just because there's such a void of factual information out there, these are the kinds of resources we want to bring to the state.
Awesome. And nobody better to do it than Mr. Stephen Moses. I have to just say, he's not expecting this, but this guy's worked tirelessly for over 2 or 3 decades on this particular issue. And he's a crusader. You know, he's a pioneer, and he's been preaching this message for a long period of time. Not a lot of people are really understanding what is going on, so I just kind of, my hat's off to you for the work that you do. And this report's coming out, I think, around September or so, and it's going to be really interesting to share with the professional community. I think a lot of folks are going to find a lot of value in this report. So thank you for today, and thanks for commissioning this.
Thank you for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Steve. Cool.
Okay, that's a